Good evening and welcome to BackChat. I'm your host, Temba Madima. This evening we are chatting to a sensational thrower. He goes by the name of Kyle Blignaut. He's going to be in the building. Super talent for the future. I hope you guys are excited about this one. Kyle Blignaut will be with us shortly. I see he's in the room. Welcome, guys. See you, Kyle. He sent me his invite. Good evening and welcome to BackChat. I'm your host, Shema Madima. Like I said, this evening we're chatting to Kyle Blignaut, throwing sensation. He's in the building. We're going to go live with him in a bit. Kyle.
Sorry, Tim, I just turned the screen quickly.
How you doing, Kyle? You good?
I'm finding you, man.
Super, super. Hey, I thought you wanted to show me your laptop there, so I was like, what's going on, you know?
No. The thing was facing the other way, so I just had to flip the screen quickly.
Oh, good, man. All good, all good. Thanks for joining us, Kyle. I mean, it's a pleasure and an honor to have you here because we know, man, you're one of those athletes that, I personally believe in the next 2 to 3 years, even next year, you're going to really do big things in the senior ranks. So, yeah, thanks for joining us.
It's no problem. I'm also hoping for a big year next year. I think from next year, for the next maybe 10 to 12 years, I'm gonna really be making my mark in the world shot put stage.
Absolutely. That's what we want to hear. I see Sean de Villiers is on here. Welcome to that champ here as well. Welcome to see Chantel Breitenbach from FitGen International. Welcome. Gordon Scumbi, the youngster, kicks the high jumper. Welcome. Givano. It's Sam. Mpo Flash. Welcome, guys. I can't see everybody. If you want me to see you guys, just wave at me. Then I can see you and be able to do a shout out. So welcome. So yeah. Like I said, thanks for joining us one more time. We're going to get started. I'm going to do a quick introduction, and then from there on, we'll get going. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, send your questions through to Kyle. We'll try to take as much as possible between my questions and his questions. So yeah, please do that. You ready for me, Kyle?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen up. We're going to do a quick introduction. Listen up. This is a young man who has achieved big things already. Ladies and gentlemen, with us this evening, we've got Kyle Blignaut. He is the World Under-20 Championships shot put gold medalist, All African Games seniors finalist in the shot put, African Under-20 Championships shot put gold medalist, SA Under-18 shot put champion, SA Under-20 shot put champion, CAA Southern Regional Championships Under-20 shot put gold medalist, as well as the AUSC Region 5 Youth Games shot put gold medalist. My favorite one, Kyle, is this one, African Junior shot put record holder. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Kyle Blignaut.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yo, man, I mean, it's quite a CV. Impressive.
Excuse me?
I'm saying it's quite a CV, it's very impressive. I don't think there's a university in the world that wouldn't want to have you, compete for them. So yeah, man, it's good to see that in South African athletics, and I think that's why we decided to have this back chat, because if you look at it, we've had this is episode number 54, but there's so many more athletes that have achieved such great things, and I think that's South African athletics for you. You guys have done so well,
Yeah. I think it's thank you to you guys for keeping it alive and keeping interest into the sport. Because you guys with BackChat and all these virtual competitions, you guys really been keeping interest into athletics. So I think it's a nice initiative from you guys here at Backtrack.
Absolutely, man. We have to keep athletics alive. It's our responsibility. It's our job. You guys on the track are doing the work. You're winning the world titles. You're doing your work. So we just want to make sure that the athletes get to shine. That's our job on the back end of things. You guys win that side. We try and win. On getting people involved.
Yeah, and you guys are doing a good job.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Welcome. I see Anita Eva is also here, a very good coach. Welcome to her. Guardio Isaacs. Welcome. Bernice, Bez. Who else is here that I'm missing? Hernu, Tracy, Lee, Flowers, Claudson, Samuel, Nondumiso, Speedy. Welcome, Mariette, Crawford. There's a lot of people. AJ, Vederman, Tabi, welcome, guys. Good to have you guys here. All right, Kyle, we need to play a game. Once you've played the game, then we can get into the questions, all right? The game is
Okay.
called What's in the Bag, 30 seconds. You've got 30 seconds to name as many things as possible that you have in your training or competition bag, all right? Try beat Nicole Lowe's record. It's been sitting for too long now, man. Let's go. Ready?
What's the record?
18.
Yes, so I don't think I have 18 things in my bag, but I'll try.
All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Shoes, tape, mask, socks, ball, measuring tape, paper clip. Oh, not paper clips. The clips you put
Yeah.
your vest on with. What else do I have in my bag? A towel,
Yeah,
tackies,
yeah,
lifting straps,
yeah.
protein powder.
Let's
What's the
go.
time now?
Let's go.
Um, nah, that's all I have in my bag. In my bag.
Okay, that's time. 11, 12. Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. You know, you're up there, for you represented well for the throwers. You didn't forget your chalk, so you sorted,
Yeah, I forgot chalk. That could have been
You
an extra
forgot your
one there.
chalk. But yeah, that's good, man. Yeah, 11 or was it 12? 12 out of 12 is not bad in 30 seconds. Let's see. I see Werner Fisser is also in here. Welcome to him. Who else is here? Wesley Ackerman. We see you guys. Taluki, Cody, Jana Steinman. Yeah, welcome, guys. So yeah, let's get started. Let's get right into the mix of things. I always want to start with this one because in South Africa at the moment it's Heritage Month. I think it's very important that we always celebrate our heritage, celebrate where we're from. So you're gonna have to do a quick introduction of who you are in your home language, what event you do, and where you come from, and then I will do the same. You ready?
Okay, I think I'll try.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Hallo julle, ek's Kyle Blignaut. Ek kom van Johannesburg af, Florida, Rodepoort area. Ek swat op die oomblik by die Universiteit van Johannesburg en op die oomblik doen ek maar net atletiek en dis wie ek is, ja.
Lekker man, that was good. Ndine Themba Madima, bonondiva ndi mutukano muvenda ndiva Toyando Block F. Yezerd. Right, so that's it.
I didn't understand the word you were saying.
Eventually you learn, man, but it's cool. I think it's I just want us to, we need to celebrate our languages and diversity. It's cool, man. That's what makes South Africa such a lekker country,
Definitely, yeah.
All right, let's get started. Obviously, shot put is one of those events. I've seen your coach Pierre Blignaut. He's produced some of the best throwers in the country, if not the best, And how did your journey start with the shot put? I know you guys do shot put and discus. That's how you guys operate. So where did you start? Did you always do athletics? Did you always do shot put, or did you start somewhere else?
Yeah, I think I was 10 years old and one of the bigger kids in my primary school, so they send you to the shot put circle and by luck, the first day ever I wanted to go train, me and my father, we went to a tree there and when Pierre was standing maybe 50 or 60 meters away coaching a bunch of children and after my fifth or sixth throw, when Pierre walked and he said, "No, what are you doing?" And he showed me and he said, "I should come train with them." So I've been lucky enough from day one. I've been with him, Pierre. I've been able to help me and everything. So I've never had anything else. I played a bit of rugby up until grade 10.
Yeah.
But then I decided to only do athletics so I can focus on it. And so far it's been paying off for me. And I love athletics. I'm glad I chose that route with my life.
Yeah, man. I think we can't even debate it. It's the best decision you ever made. And life is so funny and it's interesting because if you were at the right place, just throw, even though you didn't have the right technique, and you get spotted by one of the best throw coaches in the country, and the rest is history. It's just one of those stories.
Yeah, no, I was very lucky, and I'm glad I met him. He's we share the same surname, but we're not really related.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I met him, and he's like a grandfather to me. So it's nice being coached by someone you can really connect with and be close to.
Absolutely, man. So obviously, you said immediately from a young age, you immediately saw, okay, shot put is what I want to do. I want to specialize in this event. Did you obviously you did Wampira, I know he does the shot put and the discus, and you guys do them both. Just talk about your relationship with him and how that has played a significant role in you. I mean, you've achieved great things. I'll bring it up again for those who are coming in later, so they can know exactly what you've done.
Yeah, I think I'm glad I chose athletics, but it wasn't always the easy route because when I was younger, I didn't know when. I had to lose a lot when I was younger. I won my first South African title, I think, in grade 11. So that's at the age of 17. So it took a lot of commitment, a lot of years of training. And I think that's what all the young children that I'm helping coaching now at Newark level, and all the young children just need to know that it takes lots of years. When Pierre always says between 5 and 6 years to learn the technique. So that's the thing. You need to put in the time and lots of patience. You can't come there maybe 2 or 3 months and just want to learn something. You have to be committed and just put your whole life into the sport.
Hey, man, you see that statement right there? You need to put your whole life into the sport. Like, I'm always, I'm a firm believer in that, when you get into something, and I like what you said about your coach saying, it's a 5 to 6 year process, because you have to trust the process. There's no shortcuts. I mean, you took a lot of beatings, in your early stages until, 17 to win your first national title. I mean, it takes a lot, to keep pushing through and persevering. So yeah, big ups to your coach, big ups to you as well for that,
Yeah, and even the last year and a half, I've been struggling. I haven't really come through on the senior ranks as well as I've wanted to. So I've started gymming last year. I've got in with a nice coach, a strength and conditioning coach there, other side Santon. So my strength has really improved this year, even with the COVID and stuff. I've been able to train right through, so my strength has improved. I think next year I'll be able to throw some big distances.
You know what, Kyle? I believe you, man. I believe you when you say it, because, like, I'm telling you, maybe I don't want to speak out of line or anything, but I believe you're going to be one of those throwers in South Africa that are going to be throwing 22s, in the years to come. Big Cremona or Rato Cremona, I spoke to him a few weeks back, and he said, you know what, when he was a lot of the seniors that were above him, and
you're just breaking up a bit. Sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah, sorry, I think it's my connection. I was speaking to Oratio Cremona, and he was also saying, and your time is gonna come soon, eh? Your time is coming soon.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope so. I couldn't hear everything you were saying. I think the signal is a bit weak, but I think Horatio is really also a mentor for us young guys. He's helping us a lot, and he's giving us lots of advice and stuff. So I think he's helping us a lot, and we appreciate that from him. And I hope he can throw another 2 or 3 years and hopefully get a couple of 21s so we can have a nice, strong throwing group in South Africa. I know Zayn, that's in Italy now. He's gone over 20, I think 2070 last week. Jason, one of our training partners, he can go 20 meters. So if Horatio can throw another 2 years, we can have a nice, strong South African shot put field for the next 2 or 3 years.
Absolutely, man. I think that's exactly what we need. Competition is important. I think sometimes we underestimate that competition is what you don't want to be the only one throwing big throws. If more people throw big throws, the whole standard of athletics goes up. Let me do a few more welcomes here. I see Breitenbach is here. Welcome, Stefan Leroux, Coach Henny Kotza. Oh, that's a major coach. He's in here as well. AC Speedster, Alyssa Conley, she's in here. Welcome, guys. Trudy Karabo and the others. Appreciate you guys. Furi Lawrence. Welcome, guys. Yeah, let's keep it going. So, did you have a role model, like, coming into athletics? Was there somebody that you always wanted to be like, or was there somebody you looked up to coming into athletics?
I don't even remember Jaco Engelbrecht. He was a shot putter about 3 years ago from South Africa. So when I started training, I think I was grade 10 or 9. I started training with him. And I think he was like my big mentor, my training partner. So he's a guy that always pushed me, and he helped me a lot. So I think Jaco Engelbrecht is one of my big mentors. And then I haven't looked up to a lot of people because I want to compete against them one day. But I think like the local guys, South Africa, Yaku and Arachi and those guys, I think they were like my mentors, and I looked up to them to throw some big distances.
That's cool, man. I mean, I remember Jaco Engelbrecht. He was, yeah, he's a tower of a man. I mean, also trained under Coach Blignaut. I mean, I think most of you guys in the beginning did, you know, and yeah, I mean, good to have somebody to look up to. And I like what you say, you know, you have to compete with a lot of these guys now. So, you know, you want to respect them, but you want them to know you're a competitor as well.
Yeah, I think that's a big point. So you want to respect them and be friends with them, but you can't look up to them too much. Otherwise, you're going to be scared to compete against them one day.
Absolutely, man. So coming into your motivation, obviously, like you said, in the beginning, in the early stages, you know, being a thrower wasn't easy. You said it, you didn't find it very easy, the competition, and you weren't winning until you won your first title at the age of 17, grade 11. What is your motivation? What is keeping you in athletics? You chose athletics over rugby or any other sport. What is keeping you motivated? What makes you wake up in the morning and, you know, decide, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna do the work, etc., etc.?
I'm not even going to lie to you at the moment. With all these online classes from the university, I just want to be good enough so I can stop studying and just be an athlete full time. So that's, I think with lots of the students here, they'll feel the same. You just want to be good enough to stop studying, you know, as a whole, and just be overseas or just train your whole life until you're 30 something. So that's my motivation at the moment. But jokes aside now, I really want to win a world title one day, or Olympic title. My coach from Pierre, he said now his last mission in life, I think he's 72 now, so he's only staying alive till he has a world champion. So I'm hoping to be that for him. So maybe in 5 or 6 years time, so I can be a world champion.
Man, I mean, those are. I like your motivation. I like the one to, you know, so that you can do athletics full time and stop studying. Hey, school is hard, man, but I mean, we need to do it and finish. And then the title, I mean, that's what we want to see. We want to see South African lifting one of those major. You guys have done it with the youth and junior titles, so you know you've done that before. Now we need to see it on a senior level, you know, so that people can know the South African throws are really on the map.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to competing senior next year. I think I can get a lot of 21-meter throws realistically next year. And I think maybe even a deep 21 throw. So I'm hoping to make my mark next year and from there build each year till the point where I can be a serious international contender and maybe win a world title or two.
Absolutely. See, Nicole Lowe has logged in as well, all the way from the United States of America. We've got Dikembe Kunte, welcome. Karabo Sikese. Jason van Antwerpen, welcome, guys. Super duper. All right, so, you know, like you mentioned the transition into a senior athlete, gym being one of those things that are important. How big is, you know, like, I mean, obviously in high school it's not as important because, you know, you can use a lot of natural strength as well as, you know, a lot of technique. You know, how important did gym play in where you feel like now you've transitioned into a senior? I mean, it's taken 2 to 3 years for you to get to a point where you feel like, you know, you're ready to step up as a senior athlete.
Um, uh, yeah, it's a hard thing gymming because I didn't gym at all in school, and the other people my age at World Junior Champs, I remember afterwards, after competing, all of us, the shot put guys, we met up at a local whatever there, and we started talking. And I was the only guy who's never been into a weight room. I think I remember a conversation saying, "No, these guys benching like 170, 180 kilos," and I didn't even know how much I bench. I think it was 100 at the time. So. Um, I think any young athlete can go naturally till about 19 years, and then you need to get into a weight room, especially with the power events, your shot put, your hammer, your discus, all of those things. And you get your body strong because it's an event for strong big guys. So you can't play around. You have to get really strong. So I'm not even halfway where I want to be. I want to get much stronger, but it's a building process. I have another 10 years of my life that I'm going to be doing this, maybe even more. So there's lots of time to do it. But I feel like my body's where it should be now at the moment for my age and stuff. So I think next year is going to be a good year.
Hey, ay, 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 ay. 2021. I'm looking
Yeah,
out, man.
21.
And then 2025, going forward, there's a lot of big years ahead of you. Welcome to Athletic for Amal Speed Band South Africa. I see Mari Siliga is in here. Welcome, guys. Really appreciate it. So let's move on to man. I mean, you've achieved there's some big highlights in your career. Just hold on. Can you still hear me clearly? I see it's jamming a bit
Yes, I
on
can
my
hear you.
side.
I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. So let's build up to some of your big milestones in your career. I mean, getting to you've got an African junior title. I mean, I don't take that for granted because I mean, some of the guys in Africa are phenomenal throwers. Once you conquer Africa, you conquer the world. And then you've got obviously the big one, the World Under 20 title. Um, Run us through that. I mean, I remember watching that. I watched that final. I watched that final live, and it was crazy. It was crazy. Um, the most exciting thing I've watched, the most exciting throw competition I've watched in a very long time, especially at a junior level. You going head to head with the Americans and so on. Tell us about the competition. How was your preparation for it? And just tell us about that day, man. What is going on in your mind in that competition?
No, preparation was really going well. I expected to go at least 22 meters. So preparations were done well, and I thought I could win. I honestly thought I could win, at least grab a medal. So um, when the competition started, I hit the first 21, I think, in the second round. I knew I've already secured a medal, but you always want to get the gold. So I had to fight hard for the gold on the day, but it was a nice competition, and I think one of the most exciting competitions I've ever, not one of the most exciting competition I've ever
Yeah.
been part of. And yes, I remember watching the video afterwards and thinking, was this me? Because yeah, sometimes it looks unreal. And in the moment, you don't think it looks that nice, but it was really nice afterwards, watching the video and just taking everything in because I can't remember much from the competition while I was there. I can remember most of my things from the video.
Yeah, man, this competition was intense. You get to the okay, so obviously you said first throw is good, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Now it is coming to crunch time. I mean, this competition came down to the last throw. Um, yo, and you throw that monster 2207. And I mean, I could just see you the way the photos that were taken that day. You were like, you're roaring, man, like a lion.
Yeah.
You wanted it so bad. I mean, it was so good to watch and to see what is going on in your mind. I mean, obviously it was like down to the last throw. Did you know? Did you know, or did you know that you're gonna throw that big throw at such? I mean, last minute.
I think it was the second last throw, to be honest with you. But now I think round four, I was still in the lead. I was in the lead the whole competition, so I was
Yeah, yeah,
relaxed. And then round five, he comes and he throws a nice 22-meter throw. And I know I've never
yeah.
thrown this in competition, but I've done it a couple of times in training. So I just psych myself up and prepare myself properly, and then it happened, and I knew it was a big throw. And afterwards, everyone tells me I only won with 1 centimeter. Yeah, and I was shocked because I thought it was a further throw. I thought I won with more. But when I saw the 22, I just celebrated because I knew I was in front. Because I think next to the 22, it says position one. So I just saw position one, and I started running to appear. And I remember that 10,000 meters was on while we were throwing. And I almost ran into the Kenyan that was in first place there. So I almost stopped the 10,000-meter race. But luckily, that didn't happen.
So after throwing the throw, the leader also he had to throw again after, né?
Yes.
He had to throw after you as well. What is going on in your mind when he had to do his last throw?
I thought if he throws further, I'll go again. Because in I don't want to sound arrogant, but in training we've come very close to the world junior record with a 6 kilogram shot. So
Wow.
I knew he went like 22.50. I can even go at 22.70 if it needs be. But after he threw, and I think it was a 21 mid, so it wasn't he wasn't in the lead, and I've already secured the world junior title. It was too hard to throw again. I was smiling and I was so happy inside. I just wanted to go call my family and just go back to the team and just be with them. So it was hard to throw the last throw, but then afterwards it was just a really great experience.
Yeah, man, those championships. I mean, I think you guys like you South African team did so well. I mean, so many gold medals. I mean, on the track, 400 hurdles. We had Brayton in the high jump getting silver or bronze as well. It was
Yeah,
you
he
guys
could have
were
won that competition as well. We were there. He could have won because I think they
yeah.
all three jumped the same height, like a 223 or something. So one first, second, and third all jumped the same height. So he could have won that competition.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's South African athletics. You know what I mean? I mean, it's so good to see South African athletics at that level because we do have. I believe we've got the talent. We've got probably in Africa we've got some of the best resources. Coach wise, we've got some of the best coaches in the world as well. And we just have to just make sure that we protect everybody and we keep giving back into this sport. What would you say is one of the biggest lessons you've learned from track and field?
One of the biggest lessons I've learned.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a hard one. I've never been asked this question, but I'll probably say patience and commitment. Yeah, you have to work hard, and there's gonna be days, even weeks, that it's hard. You're gonna hate what you're doing, and then afterwards it's gonna get better. I remember today I was training with Jason, and he's just not. There's no rhythm in the circle, so he's throwing and he can't get to the where he wants to throw now. And I just tell him I was there 4 weeks ago. Body wasn't
Yeah.
feeling great, but you have to work through it because at the moment my training's going really well. So
Yeah, man.
just perseverance. I think perseverance is the biggest lesson I've learned out of track and field.
Absolutely, man. Perseverance, patience, man. Those are, I think, it's one of the biggest lessons I think you can all learn from it. And I always say, one of the things that I find very important, and I mean, just watching how you celebrated and how excited you were, winning the title. I always say, like, cherishing those moments, and soaking in the memories that come from those achievements. I think it's very important because, like I say, you never know when the next one's gonna come, but
Mm.
you hold on to it, and it just gives you more energy and strength to keep going.
Yeah, no, of course. I think that what keeps me going. Like you guys, I watch the video sometimes when I feel down or whatever, and before training, I don't want to go train. Then I pull out the video and I watch it, and I think I want this again. I want to throw big distances. I want to be a world champion, and I look at the video and I feel motivated again. So I've done that a couple of hundred times the last 2 years. I'm not gonna lie. Just to feel motivated again. I scroll through my Instagram and watch some old videos of me training when it goes well.
Yeah,
And I think that really lifts you. Just need to remember the good times and what you're doing it for.
yeah. Uh, I checked one of your videos on your Instagram recently, and I mean, you're in the circle, doing a few big throws. They look like monster throws. And the guy was taking the video is like, nah, that is fair. Just hearing those type of comments, it's it's just cool to see, man. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that
just
was Kian. Kian was taking the video. The guy watching it, Kian, the youth thrower. Yeah, he
yeah,
was
yeah,
taking the video. He's injured at the moment, but I think he'll also be back in. I think big things from him next year. I think he can come close to a world record or at least a 22 with a 5 kilogram ball.
sheesh, that's amazing, man. We want to hear that. That's what we want to see. Yeah, we want to see that. So obviously, I've asked you the biggest lesson you've learned from track and field. What would you say has been the most memorable, or the things that you've enjoyed most from being a track and field athlete at an international level as well?
I'm not even gonna lie with you guys. After every big championship, you train hard, you work hard for months. The preparation goes in, and then after a big championship, there's also a nice after party. All the athlete meet up. I think that's the thing you look forward to the most, if not winning the championship or doing well. So I think that's what you enjoy the most about a championship. Afterwards, just being with the South African team, having a good time. I remember last year after World Student Games, we explored Italy. That was really nice. So after competing, I think going everywhere, seeing the rest of the world, I think that's a really nice part of athletics, and that's a part I really enjoy after competing.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think it's one of those things you guys you put in so much. I mean, you put in so much work. I mean, athletics is probably one of those sports where of all the training you do, you know, people probably see, if it's 5%, it's a lot. I mean, how much percent of you do they actually see throwing? You know, it's just how many competitions can you count? You know, how much people actually get to see. You know, and it's months and months and months and months of training and trying to make sure you get to each competition in the best shape you can be. You know.
Yeah, no, you don't see a lot of it, and I think it's like with all the sport, not all the sport, all the athletics events. You train every day of the week, sometimes 6 days a week, and people only see you once every 4 or 5 weeks competing and think, yeah, it's easy. You train a lot and you train very hard. All the events need to train very hard.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yo, absolutely. So we're gonna wrap it up soon. Our time is flying here, but I can't see. Yeah, I can't see any questions. But like one of the things, I mean, obviously, what message? This is very important. I mean, it just also allows, you know, there's a lot of young athletes that look up to you and they wanna get to your level. Some of them are in your training group. You know, some of them are maybe even around the world or in South Africa. You know, what is the, if you could give them one lesson or one, you know, piece of advice that they can take into their career going forward, what would that be?
I think keep enjoying it. You're not always going to enjoy it, but just keep trying to enjoy it.
Yeah,
Like this, with, our training group, we try to have like competitions against each other. We have like a
yeah,
handicap just to keep it fun, just to keep everyone interested, to keep a good vibe at training. So we want to be lively. We play some music, stuff like that. So you must always just make sure what you do, you need to enjoy it. And if you enjoy it in the distances or the times or whatever you're working for, it'll come.
absolutely, man. Yeah, like keep enjoying it. You know, like if when you talk like that, man, like, you know, with me and athletics, it's like it's I always see it as a love story, man. It's something that I love this sport. You know, I love this sport. I love what this sport has done for me, and I see what it's done for a lot of other athletes. So, you know, there's a lot of, you know, getting to speak to a lot of athletes that were, you know, legends, and they've went to become great in the workforce or in any other areas of your lives. Because I mean, the lessons you learn from athletics, I mean, it's probably one of those lessons you can apply in all areas of your life, because you learn how to work hard, you learn how to be patient, you learn how to take responsibility, you learn how to, you know, plan, and it's so much that you need as an individual, you know, and you can apply that in every area of your life as well. So yeah, man, track and field for life.
Yeah, no, it's a great sport, and I think it does a lot of great things for a lot of people. So, track and field for life.
We need to make a t-shirt on that one.
You guys
All
should
right,
make one.
Kyle. Thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate you coming on, you know, from our Backtrack side. We're gonna try to keep supporting you as far as we can. You know, we do know we can do more for throws and for many more events, even jumps and more for distance, cross country sprints, road running, whatever. You know, we don't think we're doing as much as we want to. We're not at our capacity yet. But yeah, man, keep shining. You know, I say, like, to the throwers, you know, you guys have to carry the sport. You know, make it enjoyable, make it fun, make the competitions fun, make people want to become professional throwers. You know, and it's gonna keep growing, and we're gonna keep producing many more world champs and so on in the future. So thanks a lot, man,
No,
for
no,
doing your job.
thanks, man. It's fine. Oh, no problem. Um, you guys said, you know what I want to do, and I want to try and do it before the end of the year. I don't know if I
Yes,
still have time. But
now
now
we
that you
do.
said you want to do more for throws, I want to try and get like in a casino. I don't know if you've been to Silver Star Casino or Monte Casino, any like place you can go for the day. And we
Yeah,
want to put in a temporary shot put circle. We want to get the young guys in that can throw nice and far. We want to get Keon de Villiers, we get Horacio, we get Zane, Jason, Algo. We get maybe 10 guys that can throw 20 meters. We get like in a square and we throw between the people like they do in Europe. I think that'll help promote shot put, and you guys can do a live stream of it to everyone watching.
I like that, man. You know what I mean? I say, the youth, you guys have the ideas, you guys have the vision as to where you want to see the sport. We're gonna talk. Let's see if we can make it happen. Let's try. You know, let's get into let's get into contact, and then we'll keep chatting. I've got your WhatsApp. We'll chat there, and then we'll see how we can make it happen. You know,
I see. I
everything is
see
a
you
good
on.
idea.
I see Johan says me and Brighton should race in a 60 meters. Next time we together, we'll send you guys a video.
I know you guys are fast off the start. Yeah, you guys have like quick starts, so it will be an interesting one.
My legs will give in after 40, so the last 20 is going to be interesting.
Absolutely. All right, Kyle. Thanks a lot, man. Really appreciate your time. Keep
No
shining.
problem.
Keep doing big things. You know, we're looking out next year, the year to come, the year to come. Stay healthy and keep pushing. You know.
Okay. Thank you very much, and thanks for having me.
Awesome, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it straight from the Kyle's mouth. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining in, guys. Appreciate it. This is BackChat. I'm your host, Timo Madima. Hashtag Darivavenda. Hashtag Nda. See you guys on Thursday. We've got an interesting one coming on Thursday. We've got Adam Mayo joining us. Kyle, thanks a lot, brother. Take care.
You too. Have a nice evening. Stay safe.
Cheers. Bye.